Hi there. This is, I wanted to show, I just integrated for the first time some old, not old, but stuff I'd written for the Poser on World portal. As part of it, I created a pretty extensive and powerful camera system. And I thought I would try to integrate that today. So this is me kind of just testing it. This is one of my new characters I brought in as part of my character subsystem. And what we're sitting here is this a really nice looking scene, and I thought that'd be a good one to look at. We're in third person cameras where you've come into, and as you know, you can orbit, and you can use the mouse button to roll in and out of the position of the third person, just like most games. But now there's a camera button up here called cameras, and it gives you some other cameras to use. You can click back to get back to the third person we're looking at here. And then in the third person one itself, you can also set some camera settings. So if you look in here, you can set some camera settings, and we'll deal with those in a minute. And you can also change the position of the camera here if you want to. So I could let's say I want to move. These are centimeters, which is ridiculous. I should do something different. Let's move 200 back. You know what I'm saying? So let's move 200 forward. Let's move it back to where it was. So basically you can move it that way versus rolling your mouse button, but I don't know who would. And then you can also change a bunch of things, and we'll talk about these. In any one of the cameras, you can change the camera settings. So you got first person, or you got regular third person, I'm sorry. You got follow third person, which adds the motion of the character's head in it. So I don't think anybody likes this version, but I've got it. You can go in first person. We are first person, so you're in first person now. Just looking at this beautiful place. That might be a good place to. And again, first person also has a motion of the character, which I may or may not keep. I may make it a steady, or I may make two cameras here. First, just like I did a follow first person and our first person, just like the third person and the follow third person. So one that has a camera movement, one's that's steady. But you can change the camera settings. So I can change the saturation. Make it more saturated. I can make it less saturated. Set it back, whatever it was. I can change the contrast again of the setting. And these are kind of subtle effects. I can have a vignette to it. I'll try that. Oh, come on. Sometimes they're fiddly controls here. Okay, I'll pick up one. Boo. So, and every person could have a different setting. I can change the bloom. Settings in the camera. I can add AO, and I haven't played with this much. I'm not even sure what the right what settings are this. I can add ambient occlusion, global illumination, and again, I haven't looked at these in a long time. So, global illumination's there. Good. So you see how the windows changed. And AO, I would check shadows somewhere. That's where you'll see the AO really come in. Classic depth of field. So we'll do that's not probably good for first person. Let's go to third person and change the depth of field. So I'm going to change the depth of field. Okay, so that didn't work. Huh. I would have expected to see that do something. I'm going to check all these and see if they're even still working with the new version. They may not be. I may not have things hooked up. Motion blur too. I can set the motion blur up more. So do it. And eye adaptation is where you see that slow fade in and out of colors. Like if I was to walk, I don't even know if you can walk into something. If you go from shade to so Mieka wanted to know about reflections. Look at that sucker. That's amazing. All right, that's it. I just wanted to show this out there. Oh, I didn't even talk about free camera. Well, let's get out of here. Free camera. And it's your classic free camera, right? I mean, first of all, you'll switch to it. You can, it actually is a camera. See the camera above here? And I will probably take the camera out of the, make it transparent. But right now, for my playing with it, I have it, so it's something. So I just switch to the free camera, and then I can move it like you'd expect it. I can move it in and over and up. So, and then I also can, rotate it, ooh, and rotate it. Anyway, so that's a camera. It's integrated now, and I just need to test it and have some more double checking everything's working.